Hello people, welcome to That Japanese Man Yuta podcast. It's 22 midnight in Tokyo, and how are you guys doing? It's been about a month since the last podcast episode, but I've been wanting to make this episode because there's something pretty exciting to talk about today, and the reason is that I bumped into this artist. So I bumped into a YouTube video where she sang this song, and when I heard this, I thought, wow, this is amazing. I was very excited, I haven't been listening to Japanese popular music lately, and part of the reason is that I just couldn't find somebody I was genuinely admire, or just somebody who I genuinely think is great. And yeah, there are some good artists in Japan, but with them it's like I can understand why they are popular in the Japanese context. So I often need a little bit of encouragement to like those artists. But her case, I forgot to mention her name. Her name is Saya Asakura. So Saya Asakura, and she's got a YouTube channel, official channel, so you guys should check it out. But I was very happy that I was able to find a Japanese artist, a current artist who I very truly think is great. Now, if you listen to that song carefully, it's not perfect. She sang it live, and there are some parts that are quite rough. But it seems to be that there's no denying she's got such a great voice and great phrasing and everything. I honestly don't know any current Japanese female artist who can sing as much as she can. She blew my mind. And it's not just her voice that she was born with, it's also her superb techniques and knowing her voice and how to use her voice and use it very well and come up with something creative. So I can also totally explain why she is great. It's not just my taste in music, although I'm very aware that one cannot judge music without being affected by his taste. An important piece of information is that she has this minyo background, and minyo is a genre or like a Japanese traditional music. I'll let you listen her sing minyo instead of just explaining. Right, so she is very well trained and she's got a very good technical foundation in Minyo, and she won the a nationwide contest, Minyo competition, twice when she was quite young, and she's still quite young. I think she's like 22. Let me just Google it. Okay, so she's 23, so still very young. And I know that there might be many young people who can sing Minyo quite well, because, you know, obviously there have been other champions. But the thing about her is she is very versatile. She can sing many different styles. For example, listen to this track. She can sing popular music quite normally. So if you just listen to her sing popular music normally, she might have been just, you know, one of those artists who can sing well. But she adds this slight Minyo, you know, traditional music touch, which make her style quite original. And I just don't know anybody who sounds like her. There are many people who can sing well, but if you're familiar with, you know, those talent shows, you know, stuff like X Factor, American Idol, or The Voice, and many people can sing very well, but many of them at the same time, they kind of sound like somebody else. There are plenty of people who can sing like, for example, Mariah Carey or Beyonce. But if they sound like, you know, Mariah Carey or Beyonce or those famous people, you can just, you know, listen to Mariah Carey and Beyonce. You don't have to listen to people who sound like them. Considering that, being able to sing well and also having an original style, it's very rare, and it's such precious talent. And I see this very rare quality in her. And another impressive quality of her is that she can use different voices, different tones in different situations, based on the music, and all the way down from very low notes to very high notes. For example, 朝目が覚めて真っ先に思い浮かぶ君のこと Now, what can we learn from this? She's singing very low notes, so the lowest note is F sharp 3, and this is quite low for a girl. And with many artists, when they sing low notes, you know, their voice tend to be quite breathy. But she has very clear tones, and not just that, she also adds her flavor, kind of like Minyo flavor to low notes. And when she sings different songs, she uses different tones. So it's a similar range, and the lowest note is F3. But did you notice that she sounds quite different? And doing this with low notes is quite difficult. If you like singing, I think you will understand. But her brilliance doesn't stop here. Now, those are very colorful phrases. Did you notice that she uses different tones and expressions to interpret the song? These are very, very high notes, and she uses different registers to sing those phrases. Okay, the highest note is E5, this note, which means that this song is almost 2 octaves. So the range is very wide, and the part of the reason is, okay, this song is called Melt. Okay, the snow is melting in the melt, and this song was written for a Vocaloid. I'm not sure if you are familiar with Hatsune Miku, but but basically she's a piece of software. Let me just play the song covered by another artist to show you how difficult it is. Okay, so far so good. She's got a very nice voice. But when it reaches high notes, it becomes like this. Now, obviously, she sings with falsetto. It's easy to notice that the resonance, the tone of her voice changes quite drastically. Now, let me play this again. The same song sung by Saya Asakura. So did you notice that her voice is more consistent and stable, and she sounds quite effortless, and she uses different vocal registers. So those notes are quite high for her too, and she doesn't use her full chest voice, but she uses what I call a head voice. Now, different people use those terms differently. I mean falsetto and head voice. So let me define those terms. Falsetto is simply a different register from chest voice, and it's a very breathy sound. So if I may, with my voice, falsetto sounds like this. It's very breathy. Now, chest voice is of course my speaking voice. So it's more edgy and it has much more resonance. So the same note with my chest voice, it sounds like this. Well, it's late at night, so I can't be too loud, but basically that's my chest voice. Now, head voice is kind of like falsetto, but it has more resonance and it has more vocal compression, and it's much more chesty, so it sounds like this with my voice. It's quite unstable. I can't use my head voice well. People usually don't use their head voices, so you have to be very well trained to be able to use it effectively, which she does. And not just that, she can also use her falsetto and head voice and full chest voice, and she used those different tones based on her interpretation of a song. So for example, with this song, which is called Tokyo, she sounds like this. So here she uses more breathy falsetto kind of voice because that's her interpretation. So that's if you just listen to this, it doesn't sound too complicated, but it's actually built on her amazing techniques. And that's part of the reason that she's so great, because she does something highly sophisticated without, sounding too complicated. It's very pleasing to my ears, and she sounds so effortless. Now let's have some fun. Since I introduced her chesty head voice and also breathy falsetto, I'm going to let you listen to her belting. So this one is E flat 5, and I guess it's quite high for a girl. And since I played Let It Go, let me play the lowest note again. So that is F3. Again, this song is almost 2 octaves, and a normal Japanese popular song doesn't have this wide range. So those songs are quite exceptional for the Japanese standards, but probably not for the Italian standards, because many Italian songs have very low notes and high notes. Let me play, lovely Laura Pausini, La Solitudine. And that is C sharp 3. I don't know if a normal woman can sing that note, but Laura Pausini can, and in a very sexy way. And the highest notes are Now this is D5, so this song is more than 2 octaves wide. But going back to Saya Asakura, I can just go on and on and on how great she is. She has very smooth transitions of different registers and with very consistent resonance, amazing vibrato. She actually has great control over her vibrato and her creativity. And what I like about her, her style is quite Japanese, but at the same time I think it can be quite universally understood because she's so brilliant. And there's nothing wrong with singing not in a very Japanese way if you are a Japanese person, but I really appreciate that she explores the Japanese music and use it in such a way that it expands the possibility of Japanese music. So I consider her probably one of the best and most important current Japanese artists today. And I really want her to continue singing, because having great talent is one thing, but being commercially successful is another. So I think she needs to find a great producer, or I totally think that she can do quite well in the international market. So she shouldn't just aiming for Japanese market. And that's one of the reasons why I'm making this podcast episodes, because I just want to promote her internationally. I have no affiliation whatsoever with her or her record company. She seems to be getting good recognition in Japan, so I sincerely hope that she will be even more successful in Japan as well as other countries. And even she sounds brilliant already, but nobody's perfect. Also, so I hope that she will also continue working on her singing. And I think you should totally search her on YouTube because she's got great YouTube videos. And if you have a chance, I encourage you to watch her interviews because she has very interesting and lively personality. And I have to admit that she's quite cute as well, which has nothing to do with her singing skills, but it also helps. And she is legitimately a good singer, so that's great. And I will put more information in the description, so you guys should check it out. If you have some comments, and you can just comment in the comment section if you are listening to this on YouTube. And if you are listening to this elsewhere, you can go to yutaaoki.com/podcast. yutaaoki.com/podcast. Alright, see you guys later. Oh, let me ask you a question. Who do you think the greatest singer is? Alive. I would say alive or dead. Okay, dead or alive, it doesn't matter. Who do you think is the greatest singer? Let me know because I would love to know more great artists. Alright, see you guys later. Ciao, ciao.